guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a fall look for you guys. It is in the middle of September now, so I just felt like it was right to do a fall look on my channel. I already moisturized my face. I use my Neutrogena Naturals Multivitamin Nourishing Moisturizer, and then I prime my lips with I put my lip balm. I use the Cocoa Butter Formula Swivel Stick, and it's just so moisturizing and it smells so good. So first, we already moisturized. I don't usually prime anymore because my skin's getting a little bit drier in the fall time. I always try to do my eyes first just in case we get fallout, and it's just too much to clean up. So I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC35, and I'm using that as a base for my eyelids. And I actually use that as my under eye concealer as well. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 type of product. If you guys see me glancing on this side, my mirror is right here. So, yep. So my whole entire family is like not here. They all went to like the store and IKEA and Costco. So I'm just here filming. So now we are going to use I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit palette, contour palette that I made, and I'm going to use this one. I think this is Nutmeg, but it's a really pretty brown shade, and I love using it as my crease color. Yeah, I love using this as my crease color. So we're just going to dust that on the crease. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all. So I have direct sunlight coming from my right side, and then I have this artificial ring light on my left side. So if the lighting's a little off, like, that's why. So next, after the transition shade, I'm going to go into my Lorac Pro palette. This is the first one, and we're going to go into Sable. We're going to mix Mauve and Sable here together, and we're going to put that on the outer corner of our eyes. And this is just a Morphe, there's no number, but it's similar to the Sigma E25, the tapered blending brush that everybody needs in their collection. So we're just going to use this brush and apply that just on the outer corner of the eye. And you want to blend it slightly inwards just so that it creates that gradient effect for the shadow. I usually always like doing my eyes first, especially using the Lorac Pro palette, because the pigmentation of these shadows are so high and you're going to get fallout. So that's like the only thing that I don't really like about this palette, is that there's a lot of fallout. There's a lot of fallout. There's a lot of fallout in the colors, especially the shimmery shades. Okay, so for the lid color, you can basically choose any color that you want. Let's do a little bit smoky today. So we're going to use the Pewter color right in the center, right here. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply that. You can definitely use a brush, but I feel like to reduce the amount of fallout, I'm just going to use my finger, because I don't have time to be cleaning up my face. Let's just be honest here. And then you want to go back and use your blending brush. I didn't mention this earlier, but I use the Sigma Tapered Blending, the E35. And you want to just blend out that lid color and the outer V color. If you hear like a buzzing sound, it's my AC. My AC vent is literally like right beside me, so you might be hearing that. So I'm sorry. Lately I've been really into doing just the eyeliner using a shadow, but today we can definitely do gel. So I like using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. I mean, you guys, this is like freaking amazing. It takes the longest to do on myself. It takes the longest to do on my clients. I think that's why a lot of people have been like using they've been using like liquid liners because it's so much faster. And like I totally get it, but I can't deal with liquid liner. It's not my thing. Look at the difference. My right wing always looks better than my left wing. Or like I do them the same, but they always look better. Alright, so now we're done with the eyes. We're going to move on to the face. And like I said, I like to apply my moisturizer very first thing because it allows the moisturizer to sit on your face and really soak up into the skin. I've been using the Loreal True Match Lumi Cushion foundation. It is a little bit light for me, but my setting powder kind of compensates for it. So the way I like to apply this, sometimes I like using this just for like my under eye circles, but usually I like to use a brush, and I use the Sigma Angled Kabuki, the F84. And you guys know what this looks like. Almost everybody was like in love with the Kabuki line by Sigma. So you just put it into like directly into the product and apply it to the face. So we're just gonna apply this on the face. And what I love about this foundation is that it's super lightweight. It's not cakey on the skin, and like I said, you can use a lot. It's very buildable, and you'll still have that natural looking coverage. As you can see, it's a little bit light on my skin tone, but that's fine. So now we're going to use a Pro Concealer. I use just a little tiny bit of this, like I said, like the smallest amount. So I like to rub it on my fingers first to make it emollient, to break down the product, and then apply it to the under eyes. And some people like to put it all the way back here. You can, but you want to just dab it down and up. So you want to start from the front, dab it down, and then dab it up. And you can definitely just continue to blend this out with your finger. It is going to take a little while because it is concealer. But you can always just use a brush or a beauty blender. I love using a beauty blender to blend out my under eyes, but I also like using the tapered, like Kabuki style brush because it is very dense and it does pick up some of the product still, but it also blends it out very nicely, very naturally. So I'm just going to blend that into the under eyes. And what I love about the Pro Longwear concealer is that it is not a crease. With the remainder product on the brush, I like to just apply it to the center of my face, so the center of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Before I do anything, I'm actually going to set it. So I like to use my Anastasia banana powder right here. As y'all can see, I hit pan. And I like to use my dual fiber powder blush brush in F15, and this is by Sigma. So I just like to dab that slightly under the eyes. You could do it on the tip here and literally dust it above your concealer. It creates a more airbrush finish if you dust the powder on your skin. I also like using this brush to set my foundation. So I've been using my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in W6. So I like to pat that on there, tap the excess off, and literally just dust it on your skin. I like this method because you can build up your coverage when you're dusting, and also you're not putting a lot of product all at one time, which I love. My boyfriend is at work right now, but the Redskins are playing, and they're playing Dallas, so it's like super intense, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be at work right now. Football Sunday, you guys. So after that, we're gonna contour. No, actually, you know what? We're gonna do our brows, girl. So I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I usually use the Brow Wiz, but I wanted to try this out. So, I mean, it's been doing the job. It's been actually doing it a lot faster than the Wiz, but I feel like the actual product, where it's coming from, like this, like the product is super thick, and sometimes I'll like overline my brows, if that's even possible. If Anastasia came out with a brow product that deposits product as much as the definer but is as precise as the Wiz, you guys, I would probably swear by that product. And then we're going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, of course, because how can you not? Just apply that to the brows. So brows are done. I feel like they look a little bit dark today. Maybe a little bit more intense than I would want, but that's okay. We're going to contour today, of course. Like, how can you not contour? I've been using this Extra Dimension bronzer by MAC on top of the medium dark color. So the MSF's in medium dark, and then I like to apply Delphique on top just to give it a little bit more dimension. So this one is kind of just a slight bit darker than my skin tone. So I like to apply that first so that it looks a little bit more natural, and then if I want a little bit more definition, I'll apply the Delphique. So I'm just using a Sedona Lace 850 brush, and it's just the white-haired angled brush. This one deposits product super lightly, so if you're looking for a more natural look, this is your girl. So we're just going to use the same brush. You want to just apply that to the inner part of your ear. Right here, where it's closest to the ear. Just to make that a little bit more defined. Because you don't want to bring it down here, because then you're going to look muddy. And I also like to take Delphique down on my chin because I got a fat chin. So just to create shadow under there. We're done with contouring now. We're going to apply blush. My favorite blush of all time for the fall, for the spring, for the summer. It just depends on how much you apply of it. And I love Peaches by MAC. It is a pink. It is a peach, but if you apply just a little bit, it gives you just a subtle hint of color. And I'm using my Sigma powdered blush brush in F10. So I just like to literally dab it on my cheek, and it just gives a pretty subtle color. So I don't really like to apply too much of the blush because it just, I'm more focused on other things. But it depends. If you want to focus more on the blush, I would do like a cranberry blush, which will look really, really pretty. But like do a more nude, subtle lip, maybe like a subtle eye. Like it depends on what you want to focus on. So you don't want to put like a cranberry blush and then like a dark lip and then a smoky eye, because that's too much. You just want to find that balance within the look. So after that, I still like to blend it out with my powder brush. So just slightly blend it into the contour, just so that it looks natural. So now we're gonna highlight, and of course my favorite all-time highlighter is BECCA Cosmetics Champagne Pop, the one that Jaclyn Hill created. And I'm almost hitting pan, you guys, almost. I don't know if I told this story already, but when this first came out, I was like, I need to buy every single one of these. So I bought 3 because apparently it was supposed to be limited edition, and then Jaclyn wanted to make it all permanent. So I mean, it's fine. That means I don't have to buy it for like a while. But yeah, when it was supposed to be limited edition with BECCA, I definitely bought 3. And I mean, it's just such a beautiful highlight. I absolutely love it. And you want to just apply that on the high points of your cheeks. And I like to put it a little bit on my nose, not a lot, because I have pores on there that I don't want to accentuate, and then on my chin. I do like to put it on my Cupid's bow as well, but not as much. I also like to use this under my brows just to give that extra oomph of highlight, and I like to blend that out. This lighting, it's like overcast now, so the clouds are in and out, and I'll get sun and then I won't get sun. I'll get sun and then I won't get sun. So it's just odd. So now we're gonna work on the lower lash line. I'm using the Sigma short shader brush in E20, so it's just that brush there. And then we're gonna go back into the Lorac Pro palette, and we're gonna take Espresso. No, we're going to take Sable, sorry. We're going to take Sable, we didn't use Espresso. And we're going to apply that on the outer part of your lower lash line. You want to take a flat shader brush. This is just a Morphe flat shader. But we're going to take light bronze right here, right next to the gold and the pewter color that we used, and apply that to the inner corner. You can definitely use a smaller brush here, but I just like to apply that on the inner corner and a little bit on the lids. So you want to take the tip of it, just the tip, and put it on there, and then tap off the excess and put that on the inner corner, the lower inner corner part. So now we're going to curl our lashes and apply mascara. I've been using this amazing mascara from, I think it's Loreal. It's the one with the primer on it. It's the dual one. It's this one. And it has a primer on one side and the mascara obviously on the other side. So I like to do one eye at a time because I have Asian lashes, and if I wait, then it's gonna just fall. I'm gonna prime. Okay, so now we're done with the eyes. Now onto the lips. I have a couple of colors here. 2 are by OFRA and 1 is by ColourPop, and they're all liquid lipsticks. So these 2 are from Manny's collaboration with OFRA. and I'm actually going to do a review on that soon, on these soon, so stay tuned for that. And then of course I've done a review on my ColourPop lippies. So I'm actually going to just swatch these for you guys on my hand so that you guys can see the colors. Okay, so this bottom one is Charmed by OFRA Cosmetics. This one is Hypno by OFRA, and this one is The Tool. Okay, so now we're gonna just apply the lips. I'm actually gonna wear Hypno today. I love the smell of these lips. Oh, it smells so good. So this is Hypno by OFRA, and I just absolutely love this combination look. It's super pretty for fall, and I feel like it's super appropriate still. The skin still looks very natural, and the eyes are still very warm, very fall, but not too crazy. And of course the lip definitely does make the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for my review on the OFRA Cosmetics by MannyMUA very, very soon. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. But it's so crazy because I say so much in all of my videos, and it just needs to stop. Okay. I'm so bright. Hello. Yeah, that sunlight is like beaming. It's like feathering out here. Ooh, it is so bright. Ooh, that's a lot. Whatever your preference is, can I talk? Just do it on the tip. I feel like my brows are super dark. Ugh. So wherever the light hits today. And I just absolutely love glow. Stay tuned for it is hot, yo guys. Super eating man. It is so freaking hot. It's like 80 degrees in my house. Ugh. About to buzz my head. I have a big head, y'all. God, it's so hot. That's not highlight, you guys. That is sweat. Just letting you know it's sweat.